Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to go through IRS Form 1098T, also called as the tuition statement, and understand how it's used when preparing a tax return. So this form is very helpful because it shows education related amounts that may be needed when checking if someone qualifies for an education tax credit. So to start, it's very important to understand what this form is. So form 1098T is a tuition statement provided by an eligible educational institution for a student. It includes basic information about the school and the student, along with details about payments, scholarships, enrollment status. So, this form is not something most students fill out and submit on its own. Instead, it's given by the school, and the student uses the information on it when working on their tax return. Now, let's go through the form step by step. So at the top, you will see the filer's information. This shows the name, address, identification details of the school that was issued the form. And right below that is the student section, which includes the student's taxpayer identification number, name, and address. Next, look at box 1. This shows the payments received for qualified tuition and related expenses. This is one of the most important parts of the form because it affects how much was paid toward eligible education costs. Then you have here box 4 and box 6, which shows any adjustment made for a previous year. And box 5 shows scholarships or grants that the student received. And these amounts can affect education related tax benefits. So moving down, you'll see a few check boxes. Box 8 indicates if the student was enrolled at least half time, while box 9 shows if the student was a graduate student. And box 10 is used for reimbursements or refunds of qualified tuition and related expenses. There's also an instructions section for students that explains how to use the form. So the main idea here is to review everything carefully and make sure that the information matches your records. So this form helps determine if someone may qualify for an education credit, but it does not automatically mean that they are eligible. So in simple terms, the process is this. First, receive the 1098T from the school. Second, check that all the information is correct. Third, review the amounts listed in each box. And finally, use those details when preparing a tax return or when providing documents to a tax professional. And if anything looks incorrect, it's best to contact the school that issued the form. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you on the next video.